So good morning, everyone. So in the morning, we heard Dr. Ravi talk about Flipkart's journey and how we use analytics in e-commerce. I will be focusing on how do we use analytics in an omni-channel commerce company and my learnings. So yeah. So today the question is not it's online versus offline. The divide has totally blurred. The entire purchasing cycle starts with three steps. It's learning where we get inspiration for buying things. Uh, India spends 3 hours on phone consuming content every day. So a lot of reels, Instagram, YouTube, marketplace, friends and family is where we get our inspiration to splurge and spend. To shop in store, mobile app, website, social media are all the places where we get ideas where what we can shop. Maybe we buy or not buy, we add it to our cart and try to get the best deal. And then finally we buy it to the best convenient place for us. So consumer want it all and it's a very open world. Uh, while there is a big question about which has a better experience, online versus offline. And there was a survey done recently, and out of the 10, 12 parameters, 80% parameters where online came out far better, especially in the things of discovery, getting infinite experiences, pricing, delivery experience, returns. But there were two categories where offline scored much, much better. And that is why we see a huge footfall in malls. The first is ability to try and touch and see, especially things which are more to be consumed on us. And the second piece is where it's more about getting recommendations or personalized assistance from someone. I represent a company called Lenskart, which is in the area of fashion eyewear. Uh, and our journey started back in 2010, where the first app was launched to sell eyewear online. And soon after 1 or 2 years, we realized that eyewear as a category is not a very online friendly category. While people discover a lot, but the first thing they need is not an trial, but they need an eye test because every time we go for something to buy, we need to provide the power. And the second piece is the how does it look on my face? So the app is one big area where we influence the customer's buyer journey. And after 2 years, there were stores open from 2012. And today we have the largest eyewear retail chain in India, about 1400 plus. Uh, to facilitate a lot of online buying, we started assisted sales where a person can chat with an agent and buy. Uh, and the third area which we launched was in the area of home try-on. While many people want to come to the stores, but we thought of trying to send the store to the home where the person can get an eye test at home at a very nominal cost and also try 150 frames and buy. This was a saving grace for us when the pandemic hit, and especially online and home try-on were the businesses which kept us alive. And also because we were in essential services, we got a lot of stores which we could open. So home try-on was another channel which really came up. And then recently we launched us ourselves and all the marketplace. While to start with on marketplace, it's about the categories of sunglass, reading glasses, and zero power. Prescription glasses is a big area where we thrive on. Can I have a show of hands? How many are Lenskart customers currently? So happy to see. So Bangalore is our biggest market. We have about 150 plus stores, and yeah. Uh, just to give you some size scale, we ship about one iframe per 1.5 seconds. So while we are number one in India, we are also number one in Japan and Singapore today, and we have a big presence in Southeast Asia outside India. So from a customer perspective, uh, these are the different sales channel where people interact. But to build a true Omni, it's not only about sales, but it is also about the entire customer experience where it is about pricing uniformity, return experience. So you could buy from anywhere and you can return on anywhere. Many people would have seen broken experiences where you buy something on a marketplace and the brand does not accept the returns or services. So a true omni-channel experience requires to have uniform pricing, uniform customer experience, uniform catalog across every touch point, and almost like an infinite aisle. Uh, while Lenskart is an omni-channel, but it is also direct to customers. That's where we are able to give the right value to the customer, and that not only starts with the distribution, but it starts with the manufacturing. Now, manufacturing brings in a lot of complexity where you have to uh, kind of build the frame, the lenses, and lenses, if you see the number of plus and minus power on near, far, and on the axis, it is a huge amount of combinations one has. And the complexity is not in the frames, the complexity is in lenses. The other piece is it's not a category which is like when we heard Dr. Ravi, he talked about that Flipkart is a horizontal category platform. Lenskart is a vertical category platform where we are focused only on eyewear, where we have three categories like eyeglass, sunglass, and contact lenses. So that helps us focus on building the depth of the product catalog on both sides on the frames and lenses. So this whole ecosystem provides us a huge opportunity because we are online, we are offline, we are in manufacturing, and I would say I have been with Lenskart for 3 years. Any place which is generating huge amount of data and a variety of data is a boon for someone. So the customer journey is complex. Somebody starts with Amazon, goes to lenskart.com, downloads the app, checks, and goes to a store and buys. So the customer journey is not linear. It is going much across the channels, and the classic problem of attribution also comes to the play. Then there is pre-sales where you are discovering, you are buying, and then there is post-sale service. Because it is something you are wearing almost throughout the day you are awake. It is a thing which is like, there's a famous saying in our company that you might have 5 pairs of undergarments, but you will have only one eyeglass. So to solve for that, so that there is more of exigencies, we kind of promote a lot of buy one, get one. And omni-channel has a huge data, whether it's online, because online generates huge amount of data, and then there is offline footfall, plus there is post-order data, social media, online marketing. In a focused category, it provides huge opportunities for anyone in analytics to play heavily, and infinite use cases, as I was talking about. So in this presentation, what I will focus is on 5 key areas which we have mastered and tried to do big in the omni-channel world. The first one is very much famous, the Lenskart AR. Has anyone tried Lenskart AR ever? Yeah, great. I see almost 10, 15 hands. And this is and I'm not sure if you know, AR was launched in our first version of app itself back in 2010. And since then, it has evolved much advanced, not only because of our code and tech, but also because the phone's ability to process AR with up computing power in our phones increasing very fast. So while buying an eyewear, there are 3 key things one is need to look at. Like when we buy shirts, it is about size. You can buy small, medium, large, XL or double XL. But in eyewear, there is hardly any size standardization. So we use AR to find the right size of the frame which will fit on your face by analyzing 150 points. Using the shape, we recommend what we have seen basis recommendation engine, what is the right frames one could go. Should you go round glasses would go, hexagon glasses would go, rimless will go on you. And then you can try on, as you can see in this example, where the person can move. And our initial versions used to take 10, 15 seconds to load. Now the latest ones are like starts instantaneously. So what this helps us, as we saw in the initial part of the survey, which I was saying, trying products is the biggest hurdle in complex categories. Like you cannot try shoes on a try-on, but you can try specs on a try-on. The other areas where AR 3D try-ons are used is a lot of beauty products on makeup and categories. So AR and personalization was a big thing for us to enable omni-channel experience for Lenskart. The second area is, while we realized is that opening stores will be key for people to be able to do eye test and buy things in person, retail store expansion was a big thing for us. Now, initially we were able to expand, but then we used a lot of data, which is not only internal data, but huge amount of public data which is available through the census, whatever is the data which are at an aggregate level which is available. Plus also when we were seeing a lot of customers coming from different parts of the country, a combination of these two helped us figure out a very data-driven store strategy. Today, when I joined Lenskart, it had about 650 stores, and currently it has 1,400 stores. So about 3 years, we almost more than doubled. And in a single day, we open about 1.2 stores at least every day. So you can imagine the growth potential which we have. And opening a store is not a very, it is a very traditional method people follow. They go scout for locations, they look at property availability, but what we have solved for is the discovery basis, what other brands are doing, what people are coming from, which locality, what is the income group, whether the store will be profitable in the right time, and will it give us the right ROI. So store expansion strategy is something which helped us use a lot of online, offline data together for us to drive our geolocation. This was also done with a partnership with a company called GeoIQ, which is based out of Bangalore. If you are interested, we'll happy to connect with them. And they have built this proprietary piece in partnership with us. The third area is anytime we go for an offline, whether we go for a restaurant or we go for any purchase, we try to Google up, okay? Whether we go it on Zomato or we go on Google Maps, reviews, ratings, the digital presence of a store is very key. And that is the kind of the Aadhaar number or the identity for every physical store. So managing online reputation is a very key aspect for us. And since today 50% of marketing money is spent in digital medium, a lot of influence happens. So a lot of our marketing money was also optimized to drive store footfall and do it in a very methodical manner. So there are 5 key parameters which come out of Google Maps. One is the reviews, ratings. Then is number of people hitting the direction request. That is the button which is there. And I'm sure many of us must have used it. And then how many people clicked, there is that website link also there, and how many people tried to chat. So these are early indicators that people have an intent to visit your store. And when you combine this information with your marketing data and your signal data, it becomes very much powerful. Uh, so now this is, I covered piece that we open stores, we kind of get the store reputation. Now once the footfall comes into a store, uh, how many people have used any online tool like Google Analytics or Omniture? Anyone? So in a typical Google Analytics, it is the funnel, okay? That you get traffic, you look at conversion, and then that's what you kind of start, and then you look at source. But in a store, traffic measurement is a big problem. And then traffic measurement and the economies of retail is also a problem. So the main thing, if the sale of a store is down, then the main question people say, we need to do more marketing, we don't have enough footfalls. So we kind of worked with a company called Tango Eye, which Lenskart also invested in, and we built a very low-cost tech to observe the footfall of the store and to get it almost in a near real-time manner. Now, what this helped us is to quantify why the sales of a store is down. Is it a footfall problem or is it a conversion problem? Or it could be possible that you have enough footfall, but the footfall is concentrated between the peak hours of 7 to 9. So how do you make sure like you have enough staff throughout the day, but at that peak time, are you able to manage the load or not? So using the concepts of Google Analytics into retail is where we kind of used it, and it really helped us get a view whether the problem is in marketing, is it in the footfall, is it in the operations, or there are some other pieces. The fifth area is on the infinite aisle concept. So in a store, the typical problem anyone faces is the number of SKUs you can host in the store. When I say SKU is the products, because at any time Lenskart has about 10,000 frames available, but in a store, because of space, you can maximum keep 400, 500 SKUs, which is available whether it is an eyeglass, sunglass. So the infinite aisle concept, what it means is that you start browsing, but you can then continue online. Now, you see, for example, a small category like kids, you might have a small shelf of, say, 100 PIDs available. Now, out there you are saying, okay, I like this, but I want to see more collection. So we kind of experimented with a lot of QR codes, which helped the person from the store go to the online and try. While many people go to online and visit the store, from the store, how do you go to online and try was the question which we were trying to answer. And this infinite aisle, many companies have tried to do it, and it's again in an exploration stage. This is a very powerful concept which helps you scale up your conversions through multiple channel. Today, this in a way happens. What if you, in whether if you go to a store and you want to buy a phone, like many of us, we might go to Flipkart or Amazon or some marketplace and check the price. So we are anyways doing it, but we are doing it with different retailers. The question is, how do we keep the traffic within our own environment and drive conversion? So these are five big projects which we worked. We did multiple experiments, but I would say these are the five big projects. At Lenskart, we were able to successfully influence our customers online and offline and have a universal experience. There are numerous implementations of analytics, whether it starts from inventory, finance, HR, customer analytics, marketing analytics, uh, and whole sorts of use cases. But omni-channel as a thing is huge and will remain. Definitely, stores will move into online to drive footfall and traffic, whether it is through their own platform or through public platform. Restaurants have done it through companies like Zomato, Swiggy, and it is here to stay. What has been estimated is today the market is about 11 billion of omni-channel. It is expected to be reaching 55 billion only in India. So there's a huge potential and opportunity for people in analytics to thrive and scale. Uh, so one thing, like I've been in this industry for more than 2 decades, and everyone starts writing their CV with, I come with 20 years of experience and 30 years of experience. So one quote which touched my soul working is, it's not the years of experience which matters. It is the experiences per year which matter at the end. And when you're choosing careers and things, look at companies which have enough opportunities to drive. They have data and they have opportunities to drive and freedom. That will make you super successful. And that's my talk for today. There is background picture. I'm a big foodie, so these are the pictures of food which I love. Starting with yesterday's coffee. So I'm from NCR, so the first thing I did have is MTR coffee in HSR layout. So thank you very much.